Well, after a devastating mass shooting at the University of Virginia, Baton Rouge native Michael Hollins Jr. is battling with those memories physically and emotionally. But to his mother, Brenda Hollins, she wants to realize that he is much more than a football player, but he's a son.
One of a kind. What you see is what you get with him.
Born in Baton Rouge at about 6 pounds and 3 ounces, Michael Hollins Jr. growing up to becoming more than 200 pounds and an all-star football player.
He's passionate about whatever is brought to him.
To Brenda Hollins, his mother, and Ebony Hollins Allen, his sister, Michael is more than just an elite football player, but a son and a brother.
He has a great interest in the arts, history.
Taking that love for arts, history, and football to the University of Virginia in 2019, becoming a running back for the Cavaliers and majoring in African history. But on the night of November 13th, Brenda received a phone call that forever changed her.
I still have flashbacks of that phone call. It's the worst phone call I have ever received.
Mike and his classmates were on a field trip to Washington, D.C. to see the Ballad of Emmett Till. Once arriving back on campus, multiple gunshots were fired from inside the bus.
He had finished his homework and he went up to the front. He was going to ask the teacher a question, and had he been seated where he was, he would have been at point blank range.
Shots firing, and Mike, having that protective instinct since he was 5, yelled for everyone to get off the bus. Then he charged back to rescue his friends, football players Lavelle Davis Jr., Deshaun Paul Perry, and Devin Chandler, one of the 4 shots striking Mike.
He was shot through the back, and the wound came through the front of his belly.
The man accused of killing the 3 players and wounding Mike and one other is Christopher Darnell Jones, a running back for the football team in 2018. But according to Mike, he had no idea who he was.
It's been a surreal experience to think all-star, all-state football player was shot in a mass shooting.
Mike was put on a ventilator. While laying there, he physically wrote to his mom and sister asking, "Where's Deshaun?"
I was at his bedside and I was stroking his head and holding his hand. He spoke, hey y'all. And he looked up at me and said, "Where's Deshaun?"
Ebony says it is something that she will never forget in her lifetime, how he reacted to the news about all 3 football players murdered.
That cry, I will never get his cry out of my head. It was so deep. It was ground shaking, like the room shook. That's how deep his cry was.
Mike has been battling with the pain physically and emotionally, but Brenda says it's their faith that's pulling Mike to become stronger.
I know, soon enough.
Enough to make him walk again. His mother calling it the rebirth of Mike.
He had a rebirth.
Yeah.
You know, it was just because there's no other way to explain it, because he started all over again. And I'm thankful.